Welcome, Sagittarius, to this, your May general reading 2017 for Sagittarius and people under the influence of Sagittarius. I hope you're all doing great out there. I want to express a heartfelt thank you for all of the views, supports, and comments you guys gave at the end of April. It was overwhelming how many people stopped in, checked out, enjoyed, and resonated last month's readings. I heard a lot of comments from Sagittarius, which is awesome because typically Sagittarius, you guys watch the videos and you go out and you live your life. But for those of you that took time and commented, it meant the world to me. It really did. What we got for a flipper for you, Nine of Pentacles. This actually has been coming up for a lot of signs, not in like a flipper card, but in the actual readings. The Nine of Pentacles usually speaks to people that have been in a position of solitude or living the single life. Whether they're enjoying it or not, that is where they are at in terms of their journey. Nine of Pentacles speaks of a change that is set to come in regards to sometimes, relationship status and as well earthly status. And that could come in the form of economics because it is a pentacle card. It is something on the earthly plane. So you may be reuniting with people, you may be at the point of reuniting with people, or you may be at a point of where you're saying, I'm going to go out, and get actively involved in community and in society again, more so than you have been doing. Some of you may have been a bit withdrawn or feeling those energies in through May, where they're just kind of like withdrawing a little bit retreating from whatever it may be, or just taking time to simply recharge your batteries. Nine of Pentacles in the lower pip cards is, to me, relates more like to the Hermit energy. It's got a lot of Vertigo energy in it for you, but Sagittarius, that's not normally typically of you. You guys are generally like go-getters, playing on teams when it comes to, oh man, yes, it's here. Playing on teams and getting involved, that sort of thing. So some of you might just be taking a break, or some of you may be in a position where you're just kind of recouping or whatever it may be. Okay? Maybe for some of you, there's a deeper message that we'll uncover in these readings. I hope you're all in a place of abundance, bliss, joy, and comfort. Please set your attention whatever your query is for this reading. We look at the overall energy at the bottom of the deck, and here we have the exact opposite. Well, not exact opposite, but pretty far off from Nine of Pentacles. We have Four of Wands, which is the card of engagement, of celebration, of being in community, and being surrounded by people in joyous festivities, okay? So for some of you, this could be situations where you're reconnecting with family members, you're reconnecting with old friends, or you are just in a position where maybe now you're getting involved, and things like maybe social online communities are may taking a more of a physical form. You're may getting deeper involved in certain maybe chat rooms, chat groups, and now that is sort of manifesting from an online thing over into a actual physical meet and greets, meetups, things of that nature for Four of Wands up in the overall energy. And some of you may just be generally feeling very happy that things have come to fruition, that things have developed in the way that you maybe have foreseen them or have wanted them to have had happened. Okay, so it's a good positive energy up there. Sagittarius, you guys have done awesome coming through January, February. Now we're into spring. We're seeing a lot more positive cards up in these readings. And subscribers, thanks again for being here. For newcomers, thanks for being here as well. We work through these 7 card areas that are like the chakra houses, energy centers, and major areas of life to reveal hidden messages, get some healing energies, and see whatever kind of, if we can reveal any stuck energies. And speaking of stuck energies, we've got King of Pentacles. What is Mr. Crappy Pants doing up here in a reverse situation? We can look at this as a person, an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or what's the other one? Taurus. That's up. And we already mentioned Virgo energy when we saw that Nine of Pentacles. So some Sagittarians may be involved in a Virgo, with a Virgo, and there is definitely crossover because I've already done the Virgo reading, and there were situations where Virgos were dealing with fire signs, which definitely crosses over into Sagittarius. They had this exact same card in this exact same position upside down. And I won't lie, I had trouble seeing into it. I asked for like a million clarifiers. But now that I did that and I'm seeing and realizing this crossover, what I'm seeing here is that we can look at this as an outside person, as like an earth sign that there may be certain disharmonies with. You guys may be moving at different speeds. You may be moving in different directions, and you may be needing to clear the air of communications. Okay? If we want to internalize King of Pentacles up here in our root chakra, the situation is here is that maybe we have got to get in a situation where we're switching up our diet, we're changing up our eating patterns, our exercise routines, and our regimens. We got to try and start getting feeling good again, or on top of our game. For those of you that are very good at like working out and keeping in prime physical condition, this situation is like maybe we've topped out in terms of our gains, in terms of our peak physical performance, and now we need to look elsewhere. When we see kings, these are people that have mastered their technical ability or whatever area it is that they are working in. So for King of Pentacles, this is earthly matters, these are material goods, and this is time. And the king would normally now be asking, where do I move spiritually? How do I deepen my emotional understandings? How do I look for larger, more impactful, inspirational meaning behind things? But when he's reversed, he's not doing that. So he's sort of stuck in terms of maybe this could be someone you're dealing with that has like a pretty big ego right now, or that maybe they've grown a little bit too big for their britches, so to speak. And you might find that if you're dealing with earth signs, you might be putting some people in their place this month, but go gentle on them, because I feel like they're doing it sort of subconsciously, or they're not really being very self-aware right now if we're looking at this as an earth sign. If this is you, if you've got a lot of earth in your charts, do your best this month, Sagittarius, to look for deeper meanings in things, to try new things, enter the field of uncertainty, get out of your comfort bubble. Know that we always want to be in a place of expansion, of growing and progressing into new and more interesting and fulfilling areas of our life. It's tough. Sometimes we get complacent and we get procrastinating energies on around us. So if we're wanting to alleviate those things, we got to shift up the energies. We got to switch up our routines. We got to get out to places where we need to go, new places. Okay? King of Pentacles in root chakra. All right, come on, card. Let's get up here. Chop my fingernails too short to be a hand model for you guys, and now I can't pick up the cards. But in sacral energy, we have temperance reverse. Okay, so what is going on with timelines and lovers here, Sagittarius? Are you guys in situations where you're feeling single, yet at the same time, maybe your relationship status says that you're supposed to be with someone, but, maybe there needs to be more communication? Are we mutually exclusive? Are we just seeing each other on weekends? Are we just seeing each other based on one person's schedule? Where are we at in terms of our understanding, and how congruent is it with our partner's understanding of the relationship? Are we actually on the same timeline, or is this relationship just a matter of convenience for one partner or the other? The sense with temperance flipped up in this instance indicates to me that there's a bit of a lack of balance. That somebody might be drawing more or giving less into a particular situation, a relationship, or project, comparatively speaking to the other people involved. And it could go either way. Sagittarius could be like engaging less, or the Sagittarius could be wanting the other person to match their level of engagement. And as well with timeline, I always think of scheduling coming into nature for this temperance card. Maybe we are really in this energy where it's like all we're doing is we're lifting weights at the gym, and we are concentrating on gains on our physical body. But maybe we're losing touch with our emotional side. Maybe we're losing touch of those finer things, our spiritual sense. As well. Those are some of the things that have the potential to become, or maybe that are out of balance, Sagittarius. I'm not accusing you of anything. Don't get me wrong here. We all have that certain balance of spirit versus ego going on inside our own hearts and minds. And when this card comes through in the sacral, it's like, how passionately are we engaged in just promoting our physical selves, and how passionately are we trying to get into the deeper meaning of things. And Sagittarius, you are an awesomely well-balanced sign in terms of creating your own future for you. If you guys set your intention on becoming spiritually wise, then you do that. If you guys set your intention on becoming very strong and very healthy, then it doesn't take long and you're in that energy and you're doing it. So temperance is just kind of saying, right, all right, maybe we're at a point where we're wanting to start doing all things together in harmony rather than focusing just on one, then having to switch gears, switch timelines to the other. We're making gains in this area, meanwhile stocks are going down in that area, sort of thing. So let's look for balance when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to love making, when it comes to creative projects. In May, let's look and make sure that we're balancing our schedule, we're balancing our life so that we can be the happiest as possible as we do all of these things. All right? Okay. Oh, why? Here we go. Now we have Ace of Wands up in solar plexus chakra. Now, Ace of Wands to me is creative energy. This is the act of love making to me. This is new bedroom activities. This is new romance. This is new lovers, and new undertakings, passionate undertakings. It doesn't always have to mean wow. It can also mean like, I am very excited to start a new book. I'm very excited to write a new song. But this is coming up in the gut instinct. So with Ace of Wands here, some of you are now knowing that you need to move through this King of Pentacles reversed energy. You guys are now understanding, or maybe are going to be seeing some signs of inspiration. Listen to your body. Listen to what it wants. If you guys are maxed out on the health regime, or if your body is asking you to get more healthy, find something, find an inspiring way to do it, or to look further, to look outside of the proverbial box, to think outside the box, to be outside the box. Almost to like stand outside yourself, right? If we wanted a cheesy movie reference, if you've seen the Doctor Strange movie where the astral self actually comes out of the body and now he's able to see exactly where he was limited before because he has a new perspective on things. Wands are spirits, wands are passions, wands can speak to all areas of our life, including our workplace, including our future goals and that sort of things. And to see the Ace of Wands up in solar plexus, it just means that some of you may now have some very profound new goals that you're looking for. What is the best way to achieve those goals, or what are the small steps I need to take in order to achieve that goal? If that goal is very lofty, very long-term, we may want to look at aligning it to something in line with our short-term goals to make sure that they fit and that they line up. So some planning involved with Ace of Wands energy, but it's good. It speaks to inspiration. It speaks to getting off the couch. It speaks to turning off the TV. It speaks to kicking down the door, feeling the sunshine and the rain on your face and the sun on your tippy toes and that kind of thing. Good energy there, Ace of Wands, solar plexus. Now, in the heart chakra, in Heart of Hearts, we have 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, so some of you still are feeling like maybe there are some things that are dogging you a little bit. There are some things that you might not have a clear understanding about in regards to emotional. Maybe you are passionately after something, someone, or passionately engaged in some project or with someone, but you're not really sure if it's being reciprocated. My heart goes out to you, Sagittarius. Are some of you actually questioning whether or not you are loved, or you are feeling love from, wherever it may be, from source, from family, from lovers, and that kind of situation? If so, the message in this 10 of Wands reversed here is that you may need to open up a little bit. You may need to really get this heart chakra open. Whatever kind of work you can do, if it's yoga, if it's stretching, if it's meditation of any kind, try not to put so much onus on whether or not somebody loves you or some situation is right for you. Think if you are right for that situation. Just kind of flip it on them, right? Flip it on on its roof, so that you can actually see if this situation is burdening you, and then at that point in time you'll be able to drop it. But right now it seems with it like this, there's a lack of understanding that something is burdening you, and you might be questioning it on a different level, on a more complex level than it actually needs to be. So instead of worrying what other people are doing or about if other situations are right for you, ask yourself, are you right for that situation? Are you ready for that? Are you still engaged in that? Are you still making compromises or setting conditions in order to keep something harmonious that might you might be in denial about it ever having the ability to be harmonious in the first place, kind of thing. Okay, 10 of Wands. Let's just ask here for a quick clarifier from Lenormand why 10 of Wands reverse is up in Heart of Hearts. Heart area is one area that clarifiers are really good because everybody's heart is different, and what's in there, what's in your heart chakra, is something that needs to be really listened to, really paid attention to. Okay, so this is home and family, right? This is getting the family out into nature, and this is really understanding that whatever it is organic, natural around you, maybe like kind of bringing it into the home. Some of you may be just in a place where you're like, maybe you've got, and it could even just be like the things around you, or you may be considering that maybe it's just even the art on the walls, or the things that your home decor some of you may just be wanting to change that to a more natural vibe, to something new and refreshed. So some of you might even be feeling a little bit uncomfortable when you come home, due to the fact that your home might not be feeling like very warm or very welcoming at present time, but there are simple things you can do to make it feel warm and welcoming again. And if you are in a situation where that 9 of Pentacles energy is there, I wish we could I just cut to see if it would come up in his Page of Pentacles reverse. So the Page of Pentacles is saying, adorning your home, adorn this situation. And if you are feeling single here, the message is that there are certain things that you can do to address yourself and promote some areas and levels of self-love. Like I said, flip the situation on its side to say, are you right, or are you feeling good about what it is that's around you, so that what around you is not stressing you out or bringing you to a place of anxiety. Normally, we come to our home, we come to our place of sanctuary, and we can drop all of our stress, all of our anxiety at our door, so we can go in, and then we can do our yoga, we can work out, we can go into our online chat groups, or talk to our lover on the telephone, or maybe engage with our lover in the bedroom, and all that stress is gone away. But for some reason, I'm feeling that maybe for some Sagittarians, when they get home, we're having trouble leaving that stress at the front door, right? We're bringing it inside with us. And then maybe work life is carrying over to home life, or home life is carrying over into work life. And we're just like kind of searching this balance out that we really need there. Okay, Sagittarius, I could try and look into that forever and a day, but we're going to leave it at that. And we'll see if we can get something more out of it with this capstone reading. 10 of Wands reverse, back into 4 of Wands energy overall. Message I have for you there, just take it easy, just relax, just chill. It's going to be okay. Maybe a simple shift in thinking, simple paradigm shift can get you out of a funk if you're feeling that proverbial funk. Okay? Whoa, King of Cups up in communication. All right, so this is really good. This is almost like wanting to talk about your feelings in order to feel sound in them. Wanting to be engaged in deeper levels of conversation with people about more meaningful things in life. So maybe what it is like, maybe you're with somebody where it's like you guys do things together, you guys have certain activities together, but when it comes time to like open up a bottle of wine or a little green baggie and have that real deep, meaningful conversation about life, God, love, the nature of death, birth, reality, sex, past lives, future lives, the Buddha, whatever it might be. However, those fundamental conversations that you have those late nights in college, typically we like to have a partner that we can engage with those things about. The King of Cups up here is suggesting to me that Sagittarius is longing to have those conversations. But Sagittarius, the message is you almost have to be a little bit softened into your own emotions in order to enter into those levels of conversation. A lot of times two people can want to talk, have the desire to talk about the meaningful things in life, but come from two different points of view. But because they are such deep, subject matter of the conversation is so deep, there is an unwavering nature to give up your own point of view if somebody else is a little bit different. And then what has the potential to turn into a great conversation about enhancing awareness for both people involved turns into this like kind of argument or this sticky type thing where it's like, well, screw you if you don't understand, if you're not willing to understand my point of view, right? Or somebody is just like, the whole time they're supposed to be listening is just thinking about the next thing that they're going to say. We have to really soften into our emotions in order to talk about our feelings and about love and those sort of things. We want to look at this as an external personal environment. Sagittarius, now that is dealing with water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, it's going to be a harmonious time to ask them about how they're feeling, or you may be in a position to help somebody out. If you feel like a water sign around you that you're involved with is really kind of like being distant or acting a little weird out of sorts, simply talking to a water sign about their feelings opens up a whole new world of understanding that can really add to some great harmony going around you here. So this King of Pentacles up in root chakra, wanting to move on. For a lot of Sagittarians, I have a feeling you're wanting to become deeper emotional people, and this involves maybe sometimes some communication. If you have that Nine of Pentacles energy where you're feeling solitude, you almost maybe have to go out and maybe find a stranger online. Not stranger danger, like don't get into anything crazy, but just like somebody random, somebody. You don't have to like go bother somebody, that or like drive 100 miles to go and see somebody. You can simply just get online and find other people that are talking about the things that you want to know about. You don't have to give too much of yourself up about that sort of things. But to see King of Cups up here in communications, this is awesome energy, you guys. This is great energy of you guys being able to celebrate, be social, the people around you. Maybe some liquid courage, as long as you're not taking it to too much of an extreme. Maybe you're seeing health-wise, well, I gave up wine, I gave up beer to be more healthy. Maybe, once in a while is okay to sort of let those feelings out, let those feelings be, right? So you don't become too much of a sort of an angry stick in the mud, being like, I'm so regimented, I'm so this way, right? Again, these cards are coming up for you guys, Sagittarius. I feel like I could just go on and on all day, and I don't want to be a chatty Cathy, but, it's just, we talk about good energy. I'm glad we moved on, because look, here is the Magician right up in our third eye chakra, the best card in the best position available for the entire tarot, for the entire spread. We've got Magician. On a quick side note, I'm sick of readers giving the Magician a bad rap. Other readers that are saying like magician could be somebody that's tricking you or pulling the wool over your eyes, or he's a master of illusion, so watch out for magician energy. Nah, it's not that way with magician. It wouldn't be number one if it had like negative connotation to it. Number one is number one. As above, so below. Universal law, end of story, quit. It's good to have it on your side, because when it is on your side, especially in a soul vision, pineal gland energy, this shows that you guys have the ability to envision a future for yourself, envision what you want. If you are looking to get into the more esoteric, new inspiration, this side of life, the Magician is saying is that May is a perfect time for you guys when it's time to close your eyes at night, or when you're in your place of stillness, reflection, meditation, that sort of thing. You can be aware of your breath, breathe deeply, and you can begin to heal yourself, envision a future for yourself, and then you will start to receive hints from Source of what it is that you need to do to co-create a future for yourself with universal help, with help from your spirit guides, your angels. Love energy and Source will happen for you, because this Magician energy says you guys are at a place of good health, a place of good understanding. You're wanting to move through the earthly realm into deeper emotional understandings, into new spiritual inspirations, and you have the Magician on your side, so it's a perfect idea and time to go ahead and go and do that, okay? There's no externalizing, is this coming into somebody going to come and trick you. It's just not the way. When you see Magician in your reading straight up like this is good energy for you to have. Okay, what's coming in from Source now is the Eight of Cups reverse. Perfect. Everything that we've been talking about now in crown chakra area is saying, yes, it's true. We have to do that. Sagittarius is definitely moving through something. They are moving through an activity, a relationship, an understanding, or a situation. Apply it to your reading however you want, that whatever it is you're moving through, now you are definitely at a point where you have the willingness to see that the beacon that shines down the road for you, down the future for you, is kind of like you're taking the shackles off your ankles yourself. You're like ready to kick these cups over, right? And you're ready to walk away from the energies or for the past energies that you put forward. Normally when we get invested into something, we have an inability to walk away from it because we're socially conditioned to believe that we have wasted our time. We have wasted our effort. We have wasted our emotion on that sort of thing. This card is a little more subtle when it's reversed and towards it in where it's in its straight up value, is that if you've just recently come from a time where you've healed, and it definitely relates back to this heart energy, crown of heart kind of working together here, is saying we have to leave these stressors, these anxiety triggers, where we have to become aware of them so that we can move past them and move through them, all right? That's what's coming up there. From Crown Energy. And Source is testing you with this, for an example, to see, can Sagittarius find this place of stillness to get in, to start creating their own future for themselves? Are they open enough in their heart and in their spirit to make it happen for themselves? Can they bring this balance back up to here where the timeline is perfect for them to be doing what they want and bring about what they want in life? So Source is kind of saying, all right, I'm going to give you some stressors. I'm going to give you some anxieties. Can you move through them? Can you shut them down as they arise? And if you can, that's perfect. If you can't, then we are in a position where we are learning how to do that. Okay, we're learning how to do that for the greater good. And it's always for the greater good, right? So thanks for sticking around through that reading. I hope it was helpful. Whoa, that didn't take long. I was going to say we're going to get into Enchanted Map for a takeaway message and an oracle card. You guys have pulled number 47, Sacred Pool. That's kind of cool in the Sacred Pool. Well, we've got, I'm just going to have to bring that. I hope you can all see that. So there's a lady that's floating in this water here, and she's like very buoyant, very just at the surface, like surrendering, relaxing, allowing the forces of the water to allow her to just float there. And, I forget the Sanskrit word that they use in yoga when you're at that perfectly relaxed position. You'll know it. Anyways, I'm just going to go to the message in the book. It's number 47, Sacred Pool. Quote, "The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world." End quote. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for right now. Reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you will reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your question is. So we saw that forthrightly when I talked to you guys about being in the gym, making gains, and now you're looking amazing, looking great when you look in the mirror, but something's missing. Maybe it's time for you to go out and inspire and encourage other people to get fit, get healthy, right? And for those of you that are following the plot line of having these certain stressors when you come at the door, when you get home every day, maybe now is the time to just sort of act with a little bit of surety because you recognize what those stressors are and you're willing to move through them, okay? So that is a beautiful takeaway message from Sacred Pool. Hit the little reverse button, listen to it again if you need to. Sagittarius, I love you all, and we'll see you next time.